Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 23rd. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what comes up for you this week. Excuse me. Definitely needing to take some risks. Which I mean, to me, 2017 is a risk, but let's get into it and see why you have to do that as well. Yeah. So, hmm. Yeah, let's start here. I was going to skip ahead, but I'm not going to. Five of Spades, taking a risk, doing something that scares you. There's always like a great reward here. Sometimes this card, though, can also loosely represent a disappointment that leads to something greater, something disappointing in the past, and now today you're seeing something that's like much better, much greater. So, and that's kind of the weird feeling I'm getting off of it, is that I think actually a lot of you are seeing a past disappointment lead to something much better. I'm also getting this weird message that I think like some of you are like thinking about doing something maybe mostly business wise, and I think that for those of you that this will make sense to, it's almost like you've been like trying to learn something new. You've been learning something new, maybe like business wise or work wise, and you've been kind of going in a direction, and maybe it's just not working out. And I think that some of you know that you need to go a different direction, you need to do something else different, but there's like this resistance. Like it's almost like you know you need to do something different, but at the same time you're like you've been working on something so long you don't want to just let it go. But I think that if you do let it go, that you will be successful very quickly with something new. So again, don't be afraid to move past something and things like that. Next, you have the Four of Hearts, card of commitments. So for those of you in love, there could be some sort of commitment coming up. I would say this year. I don't think this really has to do with this week, but I think some of you could be getting into a relationship or already in a relationship that could lead to something committed. And also, for those of you that are single, this could definitely mean love coming in soon, probably through friends, I would say. So take advantage of all opportunities to meet up with friends, to go out with friends, especially get invited to social events. It's a great time for water signs to socialize in general, just in the astrology. So, I'd say if you get invited somewhere, definitely go. Don't be the, typical water sign that just stays home, which is me, but, don't do it. And what else about this card? It's just a great card for new things. I think you'll see a lot of new stuff starting soon. Next, you have the Seven of Spades. Again, I feel like a lot of you are, a lot of the water signs, I said this to water signs in like Taurus for whatever reason, seem to be really focused on personal development, like letting go of fears, becoming more confident, working on motivation, and all of these other great things. And to me, the Seven of Spades can represent letting go of negative past difficulties and moving on to something much better. So that's what I think. I think a lot of you are doing that. I think a lot of you are, focusing on personal development, letting go of a lot of stuff you don't need. So that's awesome as well. Next, you have the Six of Clubs. Again, definitely socialize this week. Six of Clubs is a card of friendship first and represents friends and things coming from friends. The card also represents progress and success, making progress towards things you want. But again, I think if you want things like if you want love, definitely friends. It could come about through friends and through groups of friends, even new friends. I would say the weird thing about it though is it's like it's never that person. It's not like that person you meet, that new person you meet. It's always like somebody that they know. So take those. That's why I'm saying take advantage of social opportunities, because through that opportunity you get something else. It's always kind of offset. So kind of a weird message, I guess, but whatever. And and it's also just a great card for success in general. So again, a lot of like success and progress. Finally seeing this, like the sprouts of progress. It even looks like, I always say this card looks like two rows of plants. It almost looks like sprouts, things sprouting. And that's what the card represents, harvest and growth. A very good card. Next, you have the Three of Hearts, simply the card of emotional happiness. For some reason, I think it was Cancer that's had this message about being happy for the past few weeks. So definitely some happiness coming in. And finally, you have the Five of Diamonds. Great card for starting anything new, business, job, promotion. Also relationships is where I was going with that. Starting anything new is highlighted under this card. Also a great card for making purchases. It's weird. This message has come up for a couple other signs. I'm working my way backwards this week through the signs, so you guys are almost at the end, Cancer. And a couple other signs have this message about it being a great week to make a purchase if you need to make a purchase, like something expensive like a home or a car or anything like that. This card does sometimes say that it's a good time for you to make those types of purchases because they'll be, good for you at this time for whatever reason. But looks like an awesome week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.